Hi guys, it's Cyndi, aka Disney Queen. Today it's time to chat. It's time to chat Disney. So stay tuned. So last month I started a new series called Let's Chat Disney. And you guys seem to really like it, and I really enjoyed working on it. And so a lot has happened since my last video. There's been so much new news coming out of Disney that it's kind of crazy. And it's exciting, and some of it is kind of interesting, to say the least. By now, we all know that the mask mandate has been lifted for those who are vaccinated. Now, whether you are vaccinated or not, you have to choose to decide whether or not you're going to go by the rules. And that's all I'm going to say about that one. Then there was a lot of more information that was coming out about the 50th anniversary at Walt Disney World. And oh my gosh, I want to go so bad. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I will definitely be living vicariously through my friends that I know are planning to go. And so it's going to be like for 18 months. So there's always a slim chance of going. I mean, it just sounds like it's just going to be so exciting. So basically, they announced, I think it was last week, that there were going to be magical celebrations. And a part of those magical celebrations would be fireworks. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about fireworks. Although I did see like the preview of when Happily Ever After came back last week, and yeah.
I don't know how I feel about all the crowds, but hey, I'm not there, and everybody looks like they're enjoying themselves, so there's that.
But they said that there will be new nighttime spectaculars coming for the 50th anniversary. Disney Enchantment, which will debut on October 1st at Magic Kingdom, and they said there will be music and enhanced lighting effects and fireworks. And for the first time, the lighting effects will not just be on the castle, but they will be down Main Street. And if I'm not mistaken, Disneyland actually does something similar to this, and it sounds fantastic, and I cannot wait to see videos of it because it almost reminds me of Christmas time at Magic Kingdom, and when you're walking down Main Street and there's snow and the music is going. So this kind of, to me, that's what this feels like it's going to be like. It's going to be like really get you excited. You're going to see the fireworks, but then they're going to extend out and the music is going to be playing, and I can't wait to hear what some of the new music is going to be. It just sounds like it's just going to be really festive and exciting and a great way to celebrate 50 years. I know that at Epcot, the new show Harmonies will debut. I want to say that's around the same time. So sorry for the noise that you hear in the background. If you can hear it, it is well, actually, it's not even 4th of July yet, but for some reason, the people in my neighborhood decided to start celebrating early. So, if you hear that, yeah, we got our own fireworks already going on. So, at Epcot, the new show Harmonies will preview. And they say it's going to be stories and songs that will kind of weave and unite all of us together, just like all the different countries. And then there will be new technology that's going to be used, and they're going to have pyrotechnics and choreography with the fountains. Okay, let's just say something about the fountains. Am I the only person that looks at those fountains and think of the Spider-Man movie? I think it's the Spider-Man movie where the guy had all the different arms and everything. I can't wait to see it, but honestly, when I see the pictures of it floating out there in the middle of the lake at Epcot, it just does something to me. It kind of makes me feel like how I felt when they painted my castle. But we're not going to talk about the castle today. But yeah, it just looks huge and like a monstrosity. So I can't wait to see what it actually does, because please, Lord, let it be better than what it looks like when you see it during the daytime. It looks very overwhelming. That's just my take on it. You might not think of it that way. I still think it's going to be neat. I just think, man, that's a massive thing out there in the middle of the water. Like, how is this going to work? And how are you going to turn that into something beautiful for Epcot? That's just my thoughts, because we are, chatting Disney. I did see some renderings of what it will look like when it's lit up and the waterfall is cascading. It looks like it's going to be beautiful. So I'm going to hold off on my thoughts until I actually see someone's video about it. From what I understand, the new music is going to be really great. It's going to be in different languages, and it's going to incorporate diverse groups from 240 artists from around the world. So, like, yeah, wow, that it sounds amazing. It really does. I personally still miss Illuminations, though. It was like, okay, so the first time we ever went to Disney and we saw Disney fireworks, it was actually the fireworks at Epcot, and it was the Illuminations one, and I fell in love with the music. I fell in love like with and I'm not a fireworks person, like up close fireworks person. They kind of scare me. But there was something about the music, and then how each of the buildings would light up, and then you'd hear all the different languages. Like, it always made my heart kind of sing when I would hear illuminate and see Illuminations. So I still kind of miss it, but I'm willing to give this a chance, because the way they are describing it, it sounds like it's going to be amazing. So we'll just have to wait and see. Animal Kingdom. Okay. Animal Kingdom is probably my least favorite park to go to, but mostly just because it's so doggone hot. But that's me. I'm not a big animal person, but I love the African flair that Animal Kingdom has. So we always go at least one day. We don't tend to stay all day because it gets so hot. But they have some new things coming in as part of the celebration. So my understanding is there's going to be a new daytime entertainment, and it's going to be called Disney Kite Trails. And basically it's like kites that are going to come alive at the Discovery River Amphitheater. And I never got to see the last show that was at the amphitheater, and so I'm really excited to see what this is going to be like. My fondest memory of Animal Kingdom was when it first opened, and they used to have the little river boats. Well, they still have them, but now they do cavalcades with them, and the characters are on them. But it used to be a time, I cannot think of the name of that ride. If you remember when Animal Kingdom first opened up and you rode the boats on the river, and they would do like they would bring the animals out, and little animals in cages for you to like look at, and they would talk about them and tell you a little bit about their history and what they're like. I thought that was it Discovery Riverboat Cruise or something like that? Yeah, that was fun, and I hate that they, just never really picked that back up or something similar to that, because I think kids would love it. I know my son loved it. I think, I'm trying to remember some of the animals that they took out for you to see, but I know he enjoyed it. Anyway, getting back to the Disney Kite Tales. So my understanding is it's like wind catchers and kites in varying shapes and sizes. Some of them are characters, some of them are just animals that you would find at Animal Kingdom. They said they're going to be some of the classic characters like Simba and Zuzu and Bulu and King Louie. That sounds really cool. And they said that they will dance in the sky to the beat of some of Disney's songs, favorite songs. Now, I hope there's a little African flavor in there, because the one thing that I really, really love about Animal Kingdom is the sounds of Africa as you go throughout the park. Yeah, I really missed like the live performers that were at Africa, and I hope that they bring some of them back. I haven't heard any news that they are. I know, I haven't heard too much information about live performances coming back, but I do know that Lion King is back, the Lion King show, and that is my favorite, all-time favorite show at Disney, and I'm so glad it's back. It is actually now back at full capacity. It looks like I know they had like a moderation to it in the very beginning when they first opened it back up, but it looks like now they might be like full on back to the show. I'll have to get someone to verify that for me, but I saw a couple of clips on Instagram, and that's what it looked like. It looked like they were filling up the seats and all of the performances were back to normal. Okay, another neat thing that was announced is that there are going to be 50 gold characters, statues, at all of the Disney parks. And they had like a rendering where they showed like Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Goofy, and they're going to be sprinkled throughout the park. Now, I think that is fabulous. I want to say there was years ago, I don't know that it was Disney, but years ago, why do I feel like Disney did like different statues around the parks? Or am I dreaming? But that's kind of what this reminds me of. I remember having a friend who went down to Florida, and she basically like took pictures with all of these different characters, and it was like a mosaic characters, and they were like life size, and it was Mickey, and he had all these different colors and things on him. I'm pretty sure that this was at Disney. If you remember something like that, maybe comment below. But it just sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's almost going to be like to me, it would be like going on a hunt and seeing how many of the 50 characters that you can find in the different parks and taking a picture with them. I know that's what I would be doing if it was me. So the cavalcades are going to continue. It doesn't look like they're announcing like a full-on parade like we're used to. I was kind of hoping that some of the parades would come back, but maybe people like the cavalcades. So you tell me, if you've been to Disney since the pandemic, do you like the full-on parades, or do you kind of like the fact that cavalcades come like when you least expect it, and that there's several opportunities for you to see the characters? I really would love to hear what your opinion on that was. But I do know that the character cavalcades, say that 3 times. I do know that the new character cavalcades will be called Mickey's Celebration Cavalcade. And so we know that Mickey and Minnie will be there in their new outfits. They are beautiful. And so they recently announced that not only will Mickey and Minnie have new outfits, but the rest of the Fab Five would have new outfits too. So you'll get a chance to see all of them together in their blue, iridescent, just beautiful blue. Can y'all tell? Blue is one of my favorite colors. But I do know they are planning for all of them to have new outfits. So that's going to be a wonderful time for you to take pictures. I'm telling you guys, it is not the 4th of July, and they're acting like it's the 4th of July. So, as we're recording, Casey's Corner has just opened back up, and everybody has gone crazy talking about being able to get the hot dogs at Casey's Corner. I'm just going to tell you a little secret. I've never eaten at Casey's Corner. Okay, so I like a good hot dog. I like a chili dog with mustard and relish and onions on it. But my husband does not like hot dogs at all. So it's not ever been a place that we've eaten at. So I'm not as excited as everyone else was. I was more excited about Ohana opening until they changed the menu and then they changed it back. And then, yeah, there was just a lot going on. But maybe the next time I go, I will try Casey's Corner. I do know the Hush Puppies look good. I think that's where you can get Hush Puppies. Okay, Rope Drop is back. Oh my goodness. Is Rope Drop back? Yes, it is. And there were a lot of people. And I don't know how I feel about that. But again, I'm not there. It doesn't affect me. Y'all do what you want to do. That's your business. But yes, Rope Drop is back. And then the biggest news that I think caused the most uproar, other than when Ohana talked about changing the menu, is the Contemporary Resort is getting a new look. And okay, so you're either on one side of the fence or the other side of the fence when it comes to this new look. I am kind of in between, and I'll tell you why. So they're giving the Contemporary Resort an Incredibles theme. And I saw the pictures. It's very bright. Children are going to love it. Some adults are probably going to hate it. To me, it doesn't bother me as much as I'm sure it bothers some people, because the Contemporary had like more of a subdued theme the last time that they did it, and it was like really adult looking. And now it's just like pow pow, and it's oranges and reds and a lot of white. There's like a lot of white, and it's got drawers that open up that have like an incredible scene on the inside. The pillows have Mr. Frozen and the Incredibles on the pillowcase, well, on the pillow, toss pillow. And then it's got like this bright red or orange sofa that pulls out that someone can sleep on. And I think it's neat. I just think it's not going to appeal to everyone. And the Contemporary Resort, if I'm not mistaken, is like a conference resort. And so, yeah, you're either going to like it or you're going to hate it. Kind of like I felt about the castle. Okay, Cyndi, get over the castle. It's painted. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. So, you will have to tell me, when you saw the pictures for the Contemporary Resort, for the new look for the Contemporary Resort, what was your first thought? It kind of reminds me of what they've been doing to the value resorts, and I had mixed feelings about them. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. I like the old-fashioned when Disney's hotels look like Disney hotels. I understand that we have to upgrade, we have to make some changes, but I like going to Disney and the rooms look like I'm at Disney. I think my least favorite Disney themed Disney resort was actually the Art of Animation. I just knew when Art of Animation opened that I would love Art of Animation. I personally think the Art of Animation is a little too much Disney. It's like almost like Disney threw up in the room. And so I'm pretty sure at some point they're going to get a change, and it's going to be one of those where people either love it or they could leave it. But I loved the Pop Century resorts when they were first redone. I loved the theme of it. I understand the carpet and, that you want to be able to see what's on the bedspread, but I loved when it had the little borders around it. I loved when it had like the whole print with all the Disney things on it on the comforter. So I get the change has to happen. And so I think that's why I'm not as upset about the Contemporary as other people, because at least it looks like it's a Disney hotel. If I wanted to, okay, so like if you're at the Riviera, I can understand it not being straight on full Disney. If you're at the Grand Floridian, the Grand Floridian looks grand. And so I understand wanting to have a place to go to where Disney isn't in your face all the time. But I'm one of those people that likes Disney in my face all the time. So if I had the money to do it, I would stay at the Contemporary with the new theme. Okay, I talked a lot about that one, didn't I? Okay, one of the things that was announced that someone will have to tell me, I've never been to D23, and I always thought D23 was held in California. And has it been held in Walt Disney World before? Because if it hasn't, this seems like it would be big news, and I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it. I would love to go to D23. I've seen videos where people have gone, and it just looks like it's exciting. It looks like there's a lot of people. But it's just to be there when new things are being announced. Like, I'm trying to imagine, like, we've had so many announcements. I'm like, what else do y'all have up your sleeve, Disney? Like, I just can't wait to hear, like, what's going to be new in the coming years. I know everybody's excited about the new Avengers in Disneyland, and I've seen videos of that. It looks like it's cool, but I'm really curious to see, like, what Disney has up its theme after the 50th anniversary, because yeah, they announced a lot last week, and it was just like bang bang bang, and I was like, whoa, it's like overload. But it was good because it means that for me, I'm excited because it means that people who worked and weren't working this last year are going to be able to go back to work. And yeah, I understand that the economy needs that, but especially our workers. Our entertainment industry was really truly hit, and so all of this is actually good for them. I think since I did my last tea that Disneyland officially opened, and it looks like it's like people are enjoying it. It doesn't look like it's overly crowded, but I do know that pretty soon here they are going to start to allow people who live outside of California to come in. So I'm pretty sure it's about to get crowded because everybody's ready to go on vacation. Everybody's ready to, just live life to the fullest. And so I'm pretty sure the people from California are trying to enjoy it as much as possible before it's just bombarded with a lot of people. So one of the last things I want to talk about is Disney World is announced that there was going to be a 50th anniversary book that was going to be released, and it looks like the kind of book that I would like to have. Because I love any of the Disney books that talk about the parks and have pictures of the parks and the history of the park. Like, that is my favorite Disney book to own. I've got a wish list of Disney books that I would like to have, and this one is at the top of the list. When they announced it, I was like, oh goodness, I need to have that book because I love reading, but I love when they talk about the history of Disney, when they show all of the different things at the Disney parks. I've got like 3 or 4 books that along that same line, and I just love them. I just do. So there was a lot going on. There was one restaurant. Somebody's gonna have to tell me the name of the restaurant because I've never eaten there before, but they announced that their menu was coming out and it was changing, and they took away the fried chicken. Like, how do you of all the things you're going to take off the menu, you take away the fried chicken? I mean, was the chicken just not that good? I just don't understand. Fried chicken is like a staple. And so I do know people are upset about that. I think some people are more upset about that than they were about Ohana losing its noodles. But like I said, there's been so much happening in the last week as far as what's coming out, what's new, what's ahead. Like, it was like mind-blowing. Am I the only person that was just like, can y'all slow down and give me a chance to like digest the fact that all of this is about to happen, it just sounds like it's going to be like crazy, over the top, magical, just like Disney likes to do. And I can't wait to see it. Yeah. Woo! I got tired doing that. I have enjoyed doing this series so much that it's it's funny. I keep looking to see, okay, what's new coming out? What else can we talk about? And I would love to know what you guys are most excited about the 50th. Are you going? If you're going, yes, what are you waiting to see? And what gives you the most goosebumps? Goosebumps? What thing are you most excited about to see when Disney starts to celebrate its 50th anniversary? Like I said before, I'm excited about the 50th anniversary stuff, but yeah, not sure if I'm going to make it. And so I need to be living vicariously through somebody. So if you plan to go and you plan to videotape it, just let me know so I can watch you. If you plan on doing Instagram stories, let me know so I can watch you. If you take some pictures and put it up, let me know so I can see, because it looks like it's going to be something special. And I know everybody kind of needs that right now. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you want to know when I'm going to chat again about all things Disney, all you have to do is hit that little notification bell below. So until I see you the next time, have a blessed day. Bye.